Hi, this is Bob Iaccino coming to you from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago, talking metals futures, copper specifically, 30-month high in copper today. We only finished up about 0.5%, but that 30-month high was driven mostly by a surprise in the Chinese manufacturing PMI, hitting up above 57, beating the estimate by quite a bit. And that was quite a surprise. We've had some sort of back and forth in terms of weakness or strength in Chinese data, but Chinese data will always affect the price of copper, as they are the largest purchaser of copper, the largest user of copper, and the government manufacturing and construction numbers have been strong, but this was a private sector manufacturing number, which actually came out much better than expected. China, by the way, is also reducing their smelting operations in a program to eliminate pollution, so they're also affecting the supply at this particular point in time, hence the new high in copper. Now, in terms of whether copper is going to continue, the US dollar actually seems to be basing and getting a little bit of a bid to it. There are some analysts out there that think the dollar has reached its low in terms of the dollar index for the year, although that's still in debate. But base metals could pull back if the dollar starts to rally just in general. There's an inverse relationship between the dollar and base metals, copper especially. So when you see the dollar rallying, you will see a little bit of weakness. That's probably why copper pulled back in toward the end of the day. We also have potential demand coming in copper that can't really be figured in yet. We don't even have the end of Hurricane Harvey in sight, let alone damage assessments and the potential rebuild from Hurricane Harvey. So the numbers for that rebuild will push the entire base metal sector higher if they come out higher than expected. If you're going to rebuild, you're going to be using aluminum, you're going to be using nickel, iron ore, and copper as well. And that's a source of demand. Remember, Houston is the fourth largest city in the US. So when you rebuild an area that's been damaged by storms, you don't just rebuild structures that have been hurt by the storms, you rebuild things that have needed rebuilding even if they're not that damaged. So we could get a surprise bit of demand in the base metal sector out of the effects of Hurricane Harvey. Won't be known for a while, but it could prevent copper specifically from going down anytime soon, other than a slight pullback based on a US dollar rally. This is Bob Iaccino talking metals futures, specifically copper, from the CME Group trading floor in Chicago.